She's got a hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. It is far. Stuff that dreams are made
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Talkin Yanks pregame show. This is the All Dan episode. I am Dan Kenobi, and I'm joined by my son, Dan Allen Rourke. Dan Rourke in the flesh. Love this. How are you?
What's good, dude? I'm doing great. It is an honor to be here back for the first time since, I think August of 2022. And I say this every time. That theme song sounds different every time I'm on. Not sure if I'm just tripping or what. But, yeah, it's good to be back. Game 10 on the season.
Game 10
on the season. Big game. Some are calling it the biggest of the year.
Hi, BBD.
Hello, fellas.
BBD and I were both in Baltimore this weekend at separate times, separate games.
I actually was there while you were there, just I didn't go to that game.
We had a lot of time to kill, so I'm surprised we should have hit you up.
I
You
got
guys have
there.
both been to a game so far?
I've been to 2 now. I got to Baltimore at like 3:30. Checked into the hotel at 4. Thought about going to the game, and right when I thought about it,
Friday?
Yankees went down.
Yeah, Friday we went, me, Joe's, Jimmy, not Jimmy. I went for Jimmy. Me, Joe's, and Jake.
Take the
and
train?
Kyle took Amtrak. Beautiful, beautiful way to get down to a game. Went to the home opener. Fun. Great.
Ballpark's still nice.
Still there.
Even with
Still
that left
nice.
field wall.
Left field wall is cavernous. Comical.
Stanton don't care, though.
Stanton, can't hold Stanton in.
Stanton like being able to pimp one to the deep part of that.
Yeah.
That
Like I
blew
knew
my
it was
mind.
big, like on TV. Seeing it in person, it's you LOL when you see you. It's like, look at this. Like it looks like a football field.
Yeah, and what's hilarious is it kind of owned the Orioles, too, because there's a couple homers of theirs, or would have been homers that
I think
didn't get out.
Mountcastle
but
got into one, and then you can see him visibly
pissed
upset.
off. Yeah.
That was the last series. Yankees take 2 out of 3 from the O's. They've taken 2 out of 3 in every series so far this year. They're 6-3. Before we get into what to watch for, let's read those lineups, Dan.
All right, here we go. A little bit of a funky one today. You got Torres at second base, Judge in center, Rizzo at first, Stanton cleaning up and playing right field, Willie Calhoun, Jose Trevino, Franchy Cordero, almost called him Jimmy, IKF, Anthony Volpe. Torres, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, Calhoun, Trevino, Cordero, Connor Falefa, Volpe. Jesus Christ. There you go. There's your lineup.
What a lineup. So, first, it's a little funk in it. You got Calhoun batting 5th, making his Yankee debut, which is interesting. Trevino, Cordero, Kiner, Falefa. That is a fearsome foursome there. It's a tale of 2 lineups to me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, with DJ out, the lineup kind of automatically becomes crap because, the depth of it is a little bit rough. Because you have Glaber leading off, which I love Glaber, but even in his hot streak, leadoff's usually not the way I would go with him.
This is the new and improved Glaber.
But
though.
yeah,
9
I mean,
walks.
this is the direction you have to go, and I think it's fine. It's early. You got Domingo Herman on the bump, so of course we're in good hands there. But yeah, man, typical April lineup if I ever saw one.
Franchy, I like him in there. He's red hot. Torres, red hot. Stanton has played every game, correct, BB? Every game.
He missed
He had
one.
one game off on
Missed-
Saturday, I believe.
Yes. Not the
Saturday
Orioles
against,
game. Saturday was when he
Giants?
homered.
First game, no. The second series?
He had one. He sat one of the games.
All right, but anyway,
I'm blanking right now. I'll find
Stanton
it
has been
there.
in there more than not. I like the top 4 has been solid this year lineup-wise. It's the bottom or top 5, the bottom that gets a little funky, but we'll see. What to watch for? First meeting since the ALDS. Yankees and Guardians. Some little bad blood. Last time we saw the Guardians. Glaber
Is Josh
made the
Naylor
last
playing?
out.
Do we know? Is Josh Naylor playing? No, I saw somebody else trolling him with that the other day.
Paul Sewald.
Is
of
that it was him that was doing that?
Mariners.
Respect to
This
Paul.
the final game of the Phillies series. Stanton sat.
Okay, so he's played 8 of 9, which I'll take.
Yeah.
I'll
And
take it
yo,
any day.
what to watch for? Franchy Cordero. I mean, I don't want to get too excited about him. He does have a career 83 OPS plus, 224 hitter.
Right.
However, I'm always looking for reasons to be optimistic. For those not familiar with me, I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
So am I.
Very good. Both good
Same
names too.
name?
Yeah. What do you know? The last 2 years in the minors, Franchy Cordero has had some offensive success. Like an OPS, I believe, in the last 2 years, around like 850. So, same reason I got excited about Carpenter last year is like, all right, this guy made changes to his swing. There's reason to why you can grab this and kind of run with it. He's looked great early on. Playing again today, dog, he's batting 7th. So, I mean,
7th. And
we talk about that lower half of the order. Like, we're kind of relying on him there.
Yeah.
I won't. I don't want to spoil any Homer draft picks.
No, we got to get to that.
Not going to spoil any
don't
Homer draft
spoil it,
picks,
yeah.
but I have another big game coming for Franchi. That's
Okay.
what to watch for.
Well, another thing to watch for is Shane Bieber. Very good pitcher. Shut down the Mariners on opening day. Had another good start against Oakland. Here's a little fun fact. A little something's got to give here, Dan. The Yankees have homered at least once in all 9 games. Just the 4th time in team history that they've done that. Shane Bieber has not allowed a home run this season in 12 innings pitched.
Well, I'm getting flashbacks, bro. 2020 ALDS Game 1, Yankees in Cleveland. Aaron Judge first inning blast, right center field off Bieber. Not saying that exactly is going to happen again, but you look at the Yankees' career numbers, regular season-wise, not so great, but I look back to that one playoff game to where they got a hold of him, and it's a different team and all. But
Right, and he was coming off the Cy Young.
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
He was like
So-
untouchable. They were
yeah,
saying.
because MLB preview, I was looking at on the MLB at bat, and they like show the numbers against the pitchers, but of course it's just regular season. So naturally, you might think Yankees don't stand a chance just based off their career numbers in the past. Haven't really hit them, but they have. So not too worried about him. He got, not to be rude here, a little bit of fake ace vibes I get from him. He's a nice pitcher. He's a
Fraud.
very good pitcher in stats wise, but in terms of being a dog of an ace, he's not that guy for me.
Foul.
I'm not scared of facing him ever. Shane Bieber.
F-A-U-X. Foul.
F-A-U-X.
It's like kind of fake.
Never heard of that. Fugazi.
Fugazi.
I know that from Wolf of Wall Street.
Fugazi ace. He's a Fugazi ace.
Yeah, word. I'm down
We'll
for
see
that.
how
Fugazi
he
ace.
pitches
Okay.
tonight. Guardians 6-4 in the year. They've coming off of dropping 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, but they're a scrappy team, man. We saw that in the playoffs last year. They'll dink and they'll butter knife you to death with just putting the ball
They're
in
annoying.
play.
They're an annoying team. The Guardians are. But, I respect them, and, they're back into 2023 as, I guess, the division favorite in the Central. So, definitely not a pushover, but even going into last year and even after that Game 3, I still think the Yankees are, like, the much better team.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a frustrating watch, the Guardians are. Not in a bad way, in a complimentary way to them. Like, they do the little things that kind of grind your gears a little bit, steal the extra base. They, play that old-fashioned baseball that your grandpa loves. And when that's on the other side,
It's tough.
Not
I mean,
enjoyable
yeah.
to watch as like a Yankee fan. if
I
you're
mean,
playing
watch
them.
that last playoffs. It just felt like all their rallies are just slow forming.
Yeah,
It just takes forever. That one game was a game 3 or game 3. Yeah, game 3. We had the watch party, and the Yankees are up 2 runs in the 9th. And just even their rallies, they were just so slow
I know.
developing.
They're not efficient with it, bro. Just hit the long
Single
ball and get
here.
it over with.
It's not like 2023 baseball, but
Yeah.
they figure out ways to get it done, and they got one of the best managers, in my humble, honest opinion, in Tito Francona. One last thing to watch for is obviously Gleyber Torres, red hot in the leadoff hole. Today he's got a 1.1 OPS, 500 plus on base percentage, 9 walks. I'm thinking if Gleyber can keep this up, and this isn't like some crazy thought, Gleyber having like an above average year. I know he graded out very well last year, but like even well above that just makes this lineup even more formidable and gives it like another edge and another look.
Bro, without question. I mean, you look at Gleyber last year. First of all, even with, we all know how bad he was in August after the trade rumors, like the worst month of all time in baseball. Still was a 114 OPS plus guy. But let's just put that month to the side. I mean, for 5 out of the 6 months last year, that was the best version of Gleyber Torres I've ever watched. And now it seems like that's continuing into this year. And very suddenly, and, I kind of am at fault for this too. A lot of Yankee fans are like, a lot of us gave up on him, or at least didn't think he could reach the ceiling that we once thought he could. And very quickly, all of a sudden, I'm kind of like, it's jogging my memory back. Like, yo, this dude was supposed to be a huge part of our core. This was supposed to be, next to Judge, the guy. He was Volpe at one point. Remember how excited you were about him?
His debut, I was saying this the other day in the office, his debut was big.
Huge, ginormous. And, and it started off great, 18 and 19, perhaps from the help of some juice balls, but he doesn't have to be a 38 homer guy. I don't thought he was a true talent 38 homer guy to begin with. But if he can, hit 280 with an OBP like north of 340, 25 homers a year with the solid defense, bro, I think very quickly we're talking Gleyber Torres is on the verge of being like a top 5 second baseman. And then you get into the conversation of after another year, he has this year and next under control.
Mm-hmm. Extension.
Gleyber Torres might get a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to get it back from someone.
This is a very, very interesting year for Gleyber Torres.
He's going to get it back from someone. It's just we don't know if it's the Yankees or not, but that's not something we need to worry about on the Talkin Yanks pregame show. Let's worry about the pitching path to victory, Dan. We got Herman on the bump. I like Herman for at least 5 or 6. I mean, this is a guy that doesn't have any innings restrictions. You don't have to worry about him going out there and putting together 3-4 innings unless he gets touched up. But in an ideal world, we're pathing a victory here. Herman for 6. Wandy King and Ian Hamilton, my new favorite Yankee, did not pitch yesterday. they should be available. Hamilton, in fact, hasn't thrown since Friday. He's good for. It seems like they're using him in 2-inning types of scenarios. Clay Holmes probably not available tonight. Pitched in back-to-back. He did only throw 9 bullets on Sunday, but Yankees don't really like to do the 3 days in a row. So closing, what do you think? Maybe Wandy if they have a lead?
Ooh.
Who would you like to closing tonight if the Yankees have a 1-run lead?
Closing
and it
tonight.
can't be Holmes.
Can't be Holmes. I mean, if it were up to me, like, I probably would go Ron Marinaccio. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, if it was just up to me, like, who's the most dominant in the pen right now and who I trust the most, honestly, it's him, outside of Clay Holmes.
He threw 8 Sunday, so not that matters. But
did he pitch Saturday? I don't think he's going to close.
He didn't pitch Saturday. He threw 30 on Friday, the game we were at, and he had that epic battle with Rushman.
Okay, so he might be off. But regardless, I think it's going to be Wandy.
Yesterday.
Yeah, so he's probably not the option. I would say it's going to be Wandy, though, regardless.
Wandy
I mean,
closing out.
especially if you had any concern about, like, feel for the 9th inning. I think Wandy's a dog, and he can handle it.
Beebs, what do you think?
Yeah, Wandy's probably the pick, and King is the number 2 option there if they're going to use Wandy in a lefty lane. But yeah,
kind of a big start for Herman too. I mean, now we're at the point where Rodon's back within 2 weeks, and then Sevy's short there after that. We're kind of like the competition from spring training, almost bleeding into the regular season with the 5th starter job. I mean, now you got Brito, you have Clark struggling, and then Herman. At some point soon, we're going to get that top 4 rotation that we've been dreaming of Cole, Rodon, Sevy, Nestor, at least, hopefully. So then you just have that 1/5 spot.
And Brito's putting in a very good effort.
Absolutely. And I think the way Clark's been pitching, and this isn't even really a knock on him, I think it's just quite obvious that he's much better suited as a reliever. That could be where he's headed, but also what happens to Herman. Is he headed the bullpen as well? Can they even carry all these guys once everybody's healthy? So
good problems to have, though.
Yes, no, for sure. But Herman's kind of got to, I want to say ball out today, but pitch well, and I think he will.
He pitched decent against the Phillies, just got touched up. 2 mistakes, Schwarber and another home run.
Yeah, I thought the stuff looked pretty good. I mean, 8 Ks and 4 2/3 is solid too. So
you know who we met at the in Camden Yards? Clark Schmidt's dad.
Oh, you're kidding?
Great guy.
Yo,
huge Talkin Yanks fan.
Know who actually? So my girlfriend Andrea, she this past weekend I was on vacation in South Carolina, or Florida at first. You know who she was at dinner with? Volpe's girlfriend. Who I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Volpe's girlfriend and your girlfriend went to dinner together?
Yeah, she's best friends, I guess, with Andrea's cousin.
So will you be hanging out with Volpe?
I was like, small world. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was told.
Did Andrea bring up my boyfriend is Dan Allen Rourke?
I think she said her boyfriend has
Yankees
a Yankees fan page, which I'm not sure how good that makes you
Yankees
sound.
Yankees fan page.
Yeah.
Makes not as cool as he just hit 100K on YouTube.
Not as established as what you've got going on. But
Yankee fan page makes it sound like you're like a 9-year-old that writes letters to the Yanks.
No, I'm with you on that. But I don't know. We'll see. I was quite surprised to hear that. And also, I had an opportunity to go on this vacation, too. But obviously, I can't this time.
The hue of your skin, I don't think you went to Florida.
No, I didn't. But I do spray tan sometimes, so I'll work on it, yeah.
It's going to be 80 this week.
So that's a vacationable outfit. And
yeah,
like a good one.
I was a little bit timid about wearing this today because it's like kind of nice out, kind of not. But yes, I heard Wednesday is going to be like
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Or something
Heat
like
wave's
that.
coming, right?
Heat wave is coming.
Although, real quick, I want to say I kind of enjoy like the April weather of baseball. It's part of the theme for me. It's like you got your nighttime games. Baseball's finally back, and it makes sense that it might be a little overcast, rainy. Like it's kind of the vibe. You know,
it was cold in Baltimore.
Yeah,
it was so overcast. It was just. Blah. But you're right. You don't ever know what you're going to get.
You said you went Saturday or Friday?
We went to the Friday home opener.
That was so like a 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, cloudy, but it's still awesome.
I was at Saturday night.
Oh,
Saturday was a little chilly too, right?
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
I don't know what the
Yesterday
weather
was nice down there.
I don't know what the Cleveland weather is.
I'll look into it.
Homer draft?
Homer draft.
Homer draft.
It's the Homer draft. Yo, in honor of
You're
Jake and Jimmy's story, not Jake and Jimmy's story, like Jimmy and Jake.
not drinking that.
Should I take a sip? This
That's
is Jake's,
been there
This is Jake's
all
coffee
day.
for like 6 days. I'm feeling a little bit run down. I could use a boost of energy. This is from earlier. He got a large cold brew to hazelnut
have a
shot with
date
oat
on
milk
it?
and espresso shot.
Mm.
It kind of tastes the
Good?
coffee I get. Yeah, I do get hazelnut. I just usually get decaf, so I'm not like
get
bouncing all over the
decaf
walls.
coffee?
Yeah, I already had
Leave.
2 today. Dog, no, if I didn't have it, bro, I wouldn't be able to get a word out right now. I would be
Get
like
out of this.
bouncing
You
all
drink
over the
decaf coffee.
Yeah. Homer draft.
All right, here we go. Dan, you have first pick.
All right, well, first pick for me, I kind of alluded to it
56
before.
degrees tonight in Cleveland.
Thank you.
Oh, 56 degrees. I'm going with Franchi Cordero. Going with Franchi, which I think we got to
Stole
start
mine.
going. Sorry. But
Stole it right from me.
I want to say real quick,
Say
We
it.
should start going off a one-name basis with him.
Franchi.
Because we got 2 Corderos on the team.
Just 2 Corderos.
And Franchi in itself is
Do you
just
think
sick.
the Corderos
There's not
meet
another
up?
Franchi.
Do you think the 2
Yeah.
Corderos meet up in the clubhouse? They look at they size each
I
other
would
up.
say yes, but like I heard
You know, only
bullpen
one.
guys. I heard position players and especially bullpen people like don't really commingle as much, so maybe not.
Don't.
But yo, 2 big home runs those were for Franchi and bombs, and had that 2-run double in the Phillies series. He's looked good.
He's awesome to watch.
Yeah, and I don't want to like right away go out and say he's going to be that guy this year. You know, you have like the Carpenter and then like Gio Urshela a couple years ago. Some dude that you just don't have any expectations for shows up and goes crazy. But I will say he's intriguing me, and I think he can be a very valuable piece off the bench. And it makes
I like
me,
him as a bench. He excites me
Yes.
as a bench piece. 'Cause
That's-
eventually they're going to run out. When Bader's back, there's not going to be these everyday opportunities
Exactly.
for Franchi. But it's so funny. The fan base is immediately like, this is our Carpenter.
yeah.
But like, look at the bench now. It's pretty damn weak.
So
You
being
throw
able to
in
have
there.
him on the bench, yes, absolutely, that would be huge. And that's kind of the only point I want to make towards him. Not like a negative at all. I do get worried. Like I don't think he gets to, and I don't think they will because they're smart. But like to be fooled into thinking this is the answer come playoffs. Like, nah, you still probably need a bat at the deadline, and you need most likely an outfielder to get over the hump of the Astros. But for a bench piece, I totally agree with you. I think Franchi could be huge. And for now, he's starting at least until Bader comes back. At least starting half the time. a week.
Matthew Clute says, bet the Ranchi on Franchi.
Bet the Ranchi on Franchi. Not a big ranch guy though.
I'm ranch over blue cheese.
don't
I
touch it,
am going to take. I'm gonna go splits wise. A lefty off of the right-handed Bieber. Anthony Rizzo will hit a nice, long, majestic home run where you're saying, "Ooh, that's the Rizzo I know," and then he does this in the dugout.
I like that. Glaber would too. They both do
They
it.
do the Glizzo.
Yeah,
we sell those
the
shirts.
little glizzo. Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so.
Go to the
like,
shop,
not
John
kept
Boy.
up.
Those
shop.
shirts are out.
I like that though. So you're going Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Okay. How are we doing on homer draft picks so far this year? Are we?
I got one.
You got the Glaber one.
That's it.
Yeah, I think you're the only one.
I'm up 1-0. Damn.
And Jake got Judge on opening day.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. So I got Franchi. You got Rizzo. Now we're going round 2.
Round 2.
Round 2, Canobio has
Snakes.
Oh, you go
It's
first.
snakes.
Good thing you.
I'm going to go with a guy who's hotter than hot. He's tall. He's beefy.
You're a son of a.
Wears his socks real high.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, let's go. I thought you were going to say Judge. Okay. Word.
It's Giancarlo Stanton. He's red hot. He's hitting missiles. He's going over fences we didn't think he would ever go over. Dude, he's hit 2 mammoth home runs.
Man,
In the first
dude.
9
And
games
honestly,
of
the
the
one
year.
in Baltimore is more impressive me. I know it was less.
I don't
like
know.
those. No, dude, those
That
line
one
drive
Yankee
homers.
Stadium above the batter's eye?
I fell in love with that style of homer. Do you remember this when it was like Judge rookie year in Pittsburgh? That missile he hit the left center. Those homers are now my new favorite homer, and that's what Stans wasn't in
There's
Baltimore.
only-
Those low line drives that just should not get out. Because that one he hit, that 485 one, like that's an absolute bomb. Like that launch angle, how strong he's like that's going out no matter what.
Yeah.
But it does not make sense for the ball he hit at the angle he hit
Yes.
in Baltimore to leave the yard.
What about-
especially in that far of a.
Did you
left
see
center.
on yesterday it had most batted balls over 115 miles per hour?
Yeah.
And Stanton has like 125 or something. And the next highest is Judge with like 40.
And that's nuts too.
My numbers could be way
because
off there, but it was
I think
like
I think
this-
Judge had 39 and Stan was like one.
it was like a
116
like
or
a
something.
despair, like it was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And what's interesting about that is, and Michael K brought up the fact that, well, Judge, wasn't in the league in 15, but if you look at what did I say? Like Judge also, or Stanton has missed like basically a full season's worth of games too, so it doesn't even out. Of course, Stanton has played a little bit more games, but like I imagine the sample size there is like not too far off, and the difference is still that much
Right,
between
since
Stanton and Judge.
Statcast
Which,
era,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and like, it's just 'cause
2015. So I guess
Judge
Stan
was in the
has-
league for like 2 years,
Stan has
basically.
like a year and a half head start on it.
Yeah, but then while Judge has missed time too, I mean, Stan essentially had like 160 games missed between 19 and 20. So
Still.
no, that's
It's
nuts.
only a
It's
little
insane.
ahead now, I
Yeah,
think.
it makes it more crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like we're kind of spoiled on exit velo stuff. Like Volpe hit that triple 102.
Wow.
It's like that didn't even like register to us as a hard hit. Like DJ hits the ball 100 regularly.
Right.
Yeah,
Like most teams like don't have like a guy that breaks 100 like ever.
yeah.
And it's like
Yeah,
talks when
we're
you get to
so
116.
spoiled on that.
116 like it's nothing. You got another pick then?
I'm gonna switch up. Last minute switch up. I'm going
my
Anthony
God.
Volpe, first big league homer, and I'm just thinking because he had that triple the other day, and while he went over the following day, I think he can kind of be settled in now. And this has been my whole take on Volpe struggling is, this dude hasn't even been able to find his footing yet. I mean, you talk about the defense, first of all. Like, what do we ask for kind of with any player making their debut? You want them to get a ball right away. And, say ground ball to shortstop, throw to first. All right, word, monkey off your back. You can settle in now. You're a ball player. He hasn't really had that mojo yet with the offense, obviously. Now, that triple, maybe that'll help him. I'm not sure. I think what's going to happen tonight is Volpe will get like a nice hard single before the home run.
Okay.
Feeling good. Confidence is really starting to get there. Like, all right, word, had a triple the other day. I've had the stolen bases. They've been there. I'm feeling good. Now the single, I think in his, going to be a little loose here. I'm going to say second or third at bat, Volpe is going deep for his first big league homer. And that's going to set him on a path of, got the confidence. Okay. I'm a ball player. I'm a Yankee. Let's ride.
Love that. That could
second
be
or third AB for Anthony Volpe.
If it comes off Bieber, that's a name. Even though you think he's a Fugazi ace, that's
Fugazi
still a name
but
brand.
a good pitcher. Yes, no,
name
absolutely
brand.
Name brand.
They always
for
say
sure.
that.
For
all
sure.
right, so homer draft's all settled. We'll go with our DraftKings over under. What do you think the over under set out for this game? Total runs.
I have
this is
the
combined
line when you're
right?
ready.
I don't even know how this works. Combined, I'll go 6.5.
7.5.
7.5's the line.
When are you
tonight.
thinking over? I'm thinking under. BBD talked me out of an under last week, and the under hit.
It's 7.5 as the line.
Yeah, I'm thinking like another 3-1, 4-1.
So you're going under.
Under 7.5. Yeah.
I like a 5-3 Yankees win.
Okay,
So I'm going to go over.
Okay.
That's how that math works, right? I would go over there.
That's how over-unders work.
like that.
Love that. All right. Premonitions.
So you're under, you're over?
I'm taking the under.
I do this every time also, by the way. I feel like I give my premonition. Hello, Steve. How are you? I give my premonition in the prior segments, kind of.
I do the
I
same
just
thing.
hardcore gave
You
a
leak
premonition.
it.
Yeah.
But like if your premonition's a home run, which mine have been like too, like
If that's what you're
I should've
premoing,
saved
it's what
the
you're
detail.
premoing.
right. But I did it too. I said Rizzo's gonna hit like a majestic home run. He didn't do the whole thing. I mean, that's not a premonition.
Yeah, because
That's-
that was my
given.
big premonition was the single and then the homer for Volpe. Maybe if you go first now, I can whip something else.
All right, let me think. What's coming to me? Coming to me. Coming to me. La 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 la.
I'm going to feel like the Force. I've been a big Star Wars phase lately.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's me. Isaiah Falefa makes a plus defensive play at third.
I like that.
A big, nice diving play.
I like that.
Not a sexy premonition, but it's Monday. Give me a break.
All right. New Yankee, Willie Calhoun. I'm going to play with him a little bit. I see him hitting some sort of game-tying RBI. Maybe something boring like a sac fly. I don't know when, but Willie Calhoun will tie this game up at some point. And
Hopefully he's in the lineup.
the type of vet he is.
I'm taking not the pinch hit.
Yes. I'm hoping. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Willie Calhoun. Yes, it'll be a good enough at bat, even if it's not flashy, to where we're like, all right, nice. Well, I'm not against seeing him in the lineup tomorrow. I will say nothing against Calhoun. I wish the Yankees kept Ortega because Calhoun just can't play defense. Isn't that the case?
Yeah, that's kind of the book on him.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why
And
he's
the,
DH
and the
tonight.
offense hasn't been enough. Like,
Yeah, and also, I mean, they both had that breakout year, or like that one individual year that was awesome. Calhoun in 19, Ortega in 21. Like, I would have just taken the more recent guy, the guy that plays more
Yeah.
positions, and
the guy that can play at least a passable center field and
Yeah.
plus in the corners.
Oh, Tom Ace with a good point. Jeter's first home run was in Cleveland.
Oh yes, who made that point?
Whoa.
Fantastic point.
Tom Ace.
Tom Ace. That's my
Tom
man.
Ace
Hell
is
yeah.
the ace of the chat always.
I like that. I like that.
Is that it, Peeps?
These shows go by so quick. It's
So
upsetting.
much fun when you're talking.
Yeah, no, it
Yanks.
is honestly
It's a
fun. I
lot
don't
of
want to
fun.
go, but
See
yeah.
you tomorrow.
See you
We will
tomorrow.
see tomorrow. All right,
Wednesday's
word.
up will get funky.
Stand up, Dan.
Oh, my best. It's been a while.